Member Van Blarkum?
Yes.
Supervisor Sam?
Yes.
Resolution 13618, resolution of the Town Board of the Town of Shandaken seeking lead agency status in construction of the Community Wastewater Management Program in the hamlet of Shandaken. Whereas the Town Board of the Town of Shandaken previously entered into an agreement with the Catskill Watershed Corporation, CWC, to participate in the Community Wastewater Management Program, which program will provide for the design and construction of a wastewater management project in the hamlet of Shandaken. And whereas the CWC, through the program, will provide full funding for the wastewater management project through a block grant. And whereas CWC's consultant for the program, Lamont Engineers, has prepared a preliminary engineer's report for the hamlet of Shandaken, final issue June 2017, evaluating various alternative methods for managing the wastewater needs of the hamlet of Shandaken, such report marking the end of the study phase of the project. And whereas the town has reviewed the preliminary engineer's report prepared by Lamont Engineers, and whereas based upon its review of the preliminary engineer's report and consultation with the town's council, the town board agreed to proceed to the pre-construction phase of the project as set forth in section 2.05 of the agreement, such schedule to be agreed upon by the town and CWC. And whereas the town board of the town of Shandaken seeks to commence coordinated review of this action and seeks to act as lead agency pursuant to the requirements of the State Environmental Quality Review Act, or SEQR, New York State Environmental Conservation Law, Article 8, and 6, New NYCRR, Part 617. And whereas the town of Shandaken, pursuant to 6 NYCRR, Part 617, will conduct a coordinated review and seek input from various involved and interested agencies on its designation as lead agency. Therefore, be it now resolved, subject to providing notice to and obtaining the consent of all other involved agencies, the town board of the town of Shandaken hereby designates itself as lead agency for the purposes of compliance with SEQR 6 NYCRR Part 617. The town board shall undertake and complete all duties and obligations of the lead agency as required by 6 NYCRR Part 617. And the town board authorizes the town supervisor to execute any and all documents on behalf of the town as it may be necessary. Move its adoption.
Second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member Storrs?
Yes.
Board Member Van Blarkum?
Yes.
Supervisor Sam?
Yes.
Resolution 137-18, resolution scheduling a public hearing in consideration of the hamlet of Shandaken sewer use law. Whereas New York City, NYC, provided funding for the Community Wastewater Management Program, CWMP, to be administered by the Catskill Watershed Corporation, CWC, which is intended to fund the planning, design, and construction of community septic systems and or the creation of septic maintenance districts in the New York City watershed west of the Hudson River. And whereas the hamlet of Shandaken, town of Shandaken, town, is one of 22 communities identified in the MOA as lacking community-wide wastewater treatment. And whereas the town entered into a participating community agreement with CWC for the study, planning, design, and construction of a sewage collection system and or creation of a septic maintenance district in the hamlet of Shandaken in the town of Shandaken, the project. And whereas in connection with the establishment of the proposed Shandaken Septic Maintenance District, the town desires to implement a sewer use law regulating the use of individual septic systems. The Shandaken Septic Maintenance District sewer use law also includes a sewer rent law that would require a property owner to pay a sewer rent when and if one is ever assessed. And whereas the town board is considering forming a septic maintenance district for the planned service area, and whereas the town special counsel has prepared a proposed Shandaken Septic Maintenance District sewer use law, which the town board has reviewed, and therefore be it now further resolved that the proposed law is ready for consideration by the town board. Be it further resolved that the town will hold a public hearing for consideration of the Shandaken Septic Maintenance District sewer use law at the town hall located on 7209 Route 28, Shandaken, New York, on the 22nd day of January 2019 at 6 p.m. I move its adoption.
Second. Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member Storrs?
Yes.
Board Member Van Blarkum?
Yes.
Supervisor Sam?
Yes. Gail, you want me to take 138 and we'll take 139? I don't know, carry it down. 138-18, resolution authorizing the establishment of scheduling a public hearing regarding the formation of a septic maintenance district. Whereas New York City NYC provided funding for the Community Wastewater Management Program, CWMP, to be administered by the Catskill Watershed Corporation, or CWC, which is intended to fund the planning, design, and construction of community septic systems and/or the creation of septic maintenance districts in the New York City watershed west of the Hudson River. And whereas the hamlet of Shandaken, town of Shandaken Town, is identified community number 18 of the list of communities lacking community-wide wastewater treatment. And whereas the town entered into the participating community agreement with CWC for the study, planning, design, and construction of a sewage collection system and/or the creation of a septic maintenance district in the hamlet of Shandaken and the town of Shandaken, the project. And whereas as part of the study phase of the project, the town and its project engineer established with New York City Department of Environmental Protection and CWC that the town would create a septic maintenance district for certain town residents located in the hamlet of Shandaken. And whereas the town will not incur any cost from the formation of the septic maintenance district, which cost is being fully subsidized by CWC through the CWMP. And whereas the project engineer and special counsel have prepared materials needed for the formation of the septic maintenance district and has filed those materials with the town board for its review and consideration. Therefore, now be it resolved, 1, the board accepts and adopts the following materials prepared by project engineer and special counsel with regard to the formation of a septic maintenance district to serve the hamlet of Shandaken, and directs that same be appended to the minutes of this meeting. A, district formation summary report prepared by Young Summer LLC and Lamont Engineers. The report contains a summary of the septic maintenance district and provides an explanation of the cost for residential and non-residential users in the septic maintenance district. B, engineers report and plan entitled Preliminary Engineers Report Community Wastewater Management Program for the hamlet of Shandaken, prepared for by the Lamont Engineers, detailing the specific wastewater needs of the hamlet of Shandaken and delineating the service area for the septic maintenance district. C, service area map identifying the boundaries of the proposed septic maintenance district, which includes the tax map numbers of the parcels that will be included in the proposed septic maintenance district. 2, the cost of forming the district and designing, permitting, and constructing the infrastructure are funded pursuant to CWMP. The town will not incur any expense in the formation of the proposed district and the construction of the septic improvements, if any, to be constructed within the district. Comment period, and to serve the best interest of the town. A copy of the district formation non-residential landowner shall be placed in the town clerk's office and made available for public inspection. 4, that the town board shall meet at the town hall, Shandaken, New York, on the 22nd day of January 2019 at 6 p.m. for the purpose of conducting a public hearing on the proposal to establish said septic maintenance district with the improvements specified above, at which time and place all persons interested in the subject thereof may be heard concerning the same, and is further 5, that the town clerk is hereby authorized and directed to publish a copy of this order in the Kingston Daily Freeman, the official town newspaper, and post a copy of the same on the signboard of the town in the time and manner required by law, and move its adoption.
I'll second.
Go ahead.
Board Member Alba? Yes. Board Member Storms?
Yes.
Board Member Van Barneveld?
Yes.
Supervisor Sal?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So, set up a public hearing.
Resolution number 13918, resolution for renewal of town insurance policy. Whereas the town of Shandaken utilizes Marshall and Sterling Insurance, 103 Executive Drive, New Windsor, New York, for the town insurance. And whereas our current policy terminates on December 31st, 2018. Therefore, be it resolved that the town board authorize the town supervisor to contract with Marshall and Sterling Insurance for the year 2019, not to exceed $85,000.
Second.
Oh, and move its adoption.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member Storms?
Yes.
Board Member Van Barneveld?
Yes.
Supervisor Sal?
Yes.
Resolution 141-18, resolution authorizing use of good neighborhood funds for emergency replacement of heating unit and ambulance personnel housing building. Whereas the town of Shandaken owns and operates a town ambulance service and housing for ambulance personnel located at 9 Ave Maria Drive, Phoenicia, New York, 12464. And whereas the existing propane heating unit was deemed inoperable following a catastrophic failure of the burner unit, and whereas it is necessary to replace the heater with onset of winter, Therefore, be it now resolved, the Town of Shandaken Town Board authorizes the town supervisor to utilize existing Good Neighbor funds in order to replace the unit at a price of $2,570 by Costco Inc., P.O. Box 1269, Saugerties, New York 12477, and move its adoption.
Second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member Storms?
Yes.
Board Member Van Barcom?
Yes.
Supervisor Stan?
Yes. 14318, resolution establishing town board annual year-end meeting, whereas the town of Shandaken needs to conduct certain business before the close of the 2018 fiscal year. Therefore, be it resolved that the town of Shandaken Town Board will conduct their annual year-end meeting at 1 p.m. on Wednesday, December 26, 2018, for the purpose of conducting related business, and move its adoption.
Second.
Oh, go ahead.
Second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member Storms?
Yes.
Board Member Van Barcom?
Yes.
Supervisor Stan?
Yes.
And the last one, Resolution 144-18, establishing town board annual reorganizational meeting, whereas the town of Shandaken annually conducts the meetings to appoint employees and officers of the town, establish a meeting schedule, and meet contractual obligations. Therefore, be it resolved that the town of Shandaken Town Board will conduct their annual reorganizational meeting at 6 p.m. on Monday, January 7th, 2019, for the purpose of conducting related business. I move this adoption.
I second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member Storms?
Yes.
Board Member Van Barcom?
Yes.
Supervisor Stan?
Yes. Would you like to address the board? It's open public comment, but I know what you're here for. So.
All right.
I forgot about it, and I should have let you speak before, so you could have got
It's all right. It's very interesting. My name is Vin Bernstein from Phoenicia, New York. I'm here tonight representing the American Legion Post 950 down in Phoenicia, New York. We are located on Old Route 28, about a mile above Phoenicia, and that section of road, I'm sure you're all aware of it, that comes out near John Byers. For the last 3 or 4 years, we've been bannering on the idea of asking the local residents there if we could rename that road something like Veterans Drive. We understand there's about 4 or 5 different old Route 28s throughout Shandaken. And we sent out a letter at the beginning of September to all the residents. We didn't actually send them out. We hand-delivered them to various houses there. We got one negative comment. One lady did not want the road changed. Another man there said he was willing to be in agreement with the road change, but he would like to keep the official Route 28, very similar to some of these federal or state highways that are named for different battalions, different troopers, or something like that, similar to Foreman and Route 28, the 4-lane highway down there, where it still retains old Route 28, but it's called the
Colonel Chandler.
Oh, Colonel Chandler drives another one. Foreman. Anyway, that was his concern. Talking to Rob, he said that it would probably be in the best interest of the police department, the ambulance, and the fire to have it officially changed to something like Veterans Drive to clarify, keep the confusion down on Route 28. So we sent out all these letters. We got back those 2 comments. The rest were positive, verbally positive, a couple of emails, and a couple of letters. Anyway, we're here tonight. We'd like to go forward with this idea of renaming that road, and we'd like to enlist the aid and knowledge of the Shandaken Town Board to let us know what the next steps are, or if we have to take any steps, or it is now up to the local government to do that change.
Yeah, so I'll have to address it with, I didn't get a chance to, but I'll address it with Grace down in the assessor's office, because I think it has to go through the 911 system, which they do most of that work in there with the road names. Eric, you don't have a problem with that, right? I mean,
no, I just said we have to, now I think we have to pass a resolution for changing, and it has to be sent to the state, and we get changed on our chips.
Okay. Yeah, again, I think it's a good idea, just because we have, again, there's people that we know to try to reference a point, and they do, some will call it Plank Road, some will call it Old Route 28, and we don't know where they're
Come
going.
in to see me, and they end up over in Mount Trapper.
We
Because
do
they can't find me.
The Legion Post realizes on changing this name there may be some inconvenience to the residents on there, changing your driver's
Oh my
license,
God,
your mailing
huge
address,
inconvenience.
things like that. But
But it's okay.
it's okay.
It's okay.
So, yeah, and during that process for the 911, I know when they changed my old road to Creekside Drive, they mailed out everything to everybody on the road, told them this were the options of the road name change, and so on and so forth. Yes, Chuck?
I just want to clarify, you're talking about Old 28, not the current 28.
Old
Correct.
What they call Old Route 28 from near Phoenicia Lodge.
Yeah.
Travels in
And
a
it comes out by
northwest
Byers.
direction out near John and Luca Byers.
Yeah, I agree with it, and I just wanted to clarify that it was the old road, not the new road.
Yeah.
It's a town maintained road.
It was the original 28.
I understand, and I support the,
I will bring that to Grace's attention tomorrow.
Okay, so now it would be out of our hands and the hands of local government?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Take care of the follow through. I'll let you know. All right. Thanks. Any other open public comments? If there's no other open public comments, you folks are more than welcome to hang around, but we have to go to executive session because we have a legal matter to discuss with the attorney regarding the septic maintenance district. So really when we come back, there's no decision to be made, it's just to update us on some information. When we come up, it's really just to adjourn the meeting at the end. So you're more than welcome to stay, but we're going to go downstairs for a moment and talk to the attorney. So with that,